What's up, everybody? We just covered the location preset module, and the next one we will be covering is player monitoring, another easy one. So, let's jump into it. Click on your server, click on the play. Oops, clicked on the wrong one there. Click on the player monitoring module. It's going to be very similar to what we've done in the past. This is going to be an admin channel, so just name that player monitoring, right? Whoops. I can't spell. Look at that. Private channel, next. Actually, you don't need to do that. Oops. Create the channel. You're going to go over to settings, integrations, webhooks. Create a webhook, or don't do that. If there's two that creates, you can leave them both, or you can just use one. It doesn't. You can delete one and use the other. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to name this Vigil. Save the changes before you copy the webhook URL. Jump back over to Vigil. Paste that webhook URL into the respective field. Enable the module. Make sure you did that. And then you're just going to go through and click every single one of these, because why would you not want this? Okay, I would leave these as default. They're relatively accurate. I've never had a problem upon testing this this module on 3 different servers. Everything's fine, works great. And these are like the bare minimum to detect, or really they're the best to detect. So like, for instance, with the depth threshold, this is essentially telling people, or telling Vigil, if somebody is underneath the default terrain regulation for daisies. So say they're on top of a mountain, that's 455 on the y-axis. If they go down to 450 on the y-axis, that doesn't make sense logically for Vigil. So he's going to report that. Same thing with these consecutive readings required. So this just means if there was a simple glitch that forced somebody underground, that will, and it should automatically return them to whatchamacallit. It should automatically return them to the surface, or they will have just dipped underground for 2 seconds and returned back to a different location. If somebody has glitched underground, or used an asset that puts them underground, it will catch this, because they would stay underground, right? So it would take about 10 minutes total capturing 2 readings of that person that's underground. Very simple, very self-explanatory, and it kind of goes down the line about it's really your preference on how you want these set up. I personally just leave them default, and I recommend that you guys too, because these are good. It's not like you need any input to get these correct. The creators already did some research, and they put some time into thinking this through, and they just set it up as a default for everybody to use, so they don't have to actually put their own settings in. Now, if you have some issues with skywalking, and you're not getting any alerts, that could be because this is either too high or low. Very simple fix: increase it. Now it's 4 meters, right? I don't recommend you do that, because I've never had a problem with it, but that's a very simple way to fix things, just by tweaking it a little bit. The only thing that I do recommend that you adjust are the times. If Vigil is suspecting somebody of cheating, I would keep this at 30. Oops, I put 30, not 50. I think it's just adding. Okay, we'll just do this. Put that at 30 for monitoring players, right? You want to watch them so that, even if Vigil is incorrect, you still want to know what's going on your server, correct? So I would leave that at 30 minutes, and then everything else default. All these settings are really good. Like I said, I've had no issues with these settings before. And then these are really just going to be for your admins. So I'd put myself, or you or whatever on here, and that's really about it. And I mean, oh, okay, well, here's a brand new one that I haven't even seen yet. So this is speed hack detection, and this is going to be for the Xbox issues with crossplay, PC players being allowed. PC players being allowed on Xbox. This is just another detection for it. They top out at 35 meters per second. Okay, so if a player is not in a car and they're running at 20 meters per second, it's going to flag that. Very self-explanatory, very simple, and also very useful, right? And that's about it, man. It's about as simple as it gets. Save changes, and you now have that module enabled, and you're good to go. Wait for a ping and see how it works. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next video.